Forewarn Weather with exclusive cutting-edge technology to help keep you and your family safe.
Well, you know, if I'm looking at the glass half full, it's not as cold and it's not as rainy today as it was yesterday. But you know,
Are you feeling okay?
I know. I gotta go sit down.
We're all like that. We're always complaining about the weather, but yeah, we do need to look at the glass half full. So I like that approach, Priya, as it is not as much of a soaker today and certainly not as cool. Now, it's not where we should be, but you know, we're going to get there. We have some warmer days ahead. So right now, as we take a live look at Mount Clemens, it's a gray day, but at least we're dry at the surface. Some areas have held on to a little more mist today with the low-lying cloud cover, but that's starting to lift a bit. 56 degrees over at Metro Airport, just shy of 60 in Howell. 55 in Pontiac and 61 in Adrian, and we mainly have an easterly breeze around 5 miles per hour, so not nearly as gusty as what it was yesterday. But exact track 40 showing it's this pesky low to our south. It just keeps enough instability in the forecast to bring us some of those outer rain bands, and so a little bit down as you get into the Ohio Valley, but some of that could work its way in here as we head into the later part of the evening and tonight. So let's first talk about your hourly forecast. So I've actually dropped our high temperature by a couple degrees just because we've been underachieving this morning, and so 65, I think, is a safe bet. But as you go a little farther south, where Adrian's already at 61, you still could reach the upper 60s today. But we'll have widespread 60s for the afternoon high. Chance for rain showers developing, especially once we get past 8 o'clock. So here's a look at that forecast for you. High temperatures across the board, likely in the mid to upper 60s, lower 60s the farther north you go. Just recapping how soggy Sunday was. I mean, there were a lot of areas that picked up more than an inch of rain across the area. So as we look ahead to the rain that could build its way back in, like I said, after about 8 o'clock or so, 8:15, you're starting to see some of those spotty showers coming in from the east. It's all part of that counterclockwise rotation with that low south of here. It might be a little more widespread after midnight. Now, once we get to daybreak, I think a lot of this is out of here, but by 4 or 5 a.m., you're still dealing with that rain, but you might have a couple of little standing ponds or pooling on the road by about 8 a.m. before we dry things out. Now, as far as tomorrow evening, you might get a little stray, little sprinkle or so, but that's really about it. So we're really diminishing those rain chances over the next couple of days. And so with all the rain that we've had, that pollen count has dipped a bit. We have ash, maple, and birch right now for the season, and we're looking at low to moderate levels over the next couple of days. But as we start to encounter a drier weather pattern this weekend, you'll likely start to see that pollen count go back up. Now, this weekend and beyond, that 6 to 10 day outlook is still trending above average from the Climate Prediction Center, and you start to see that in this 7-day forecast. So we take a little dip tomorrow by a degree or two. Average this time of year 66, so these are really pretty seasonal days, but we welcome the 70s back Wednesday with another dip on Thursday, but then 70 returns Friday. Mid-70s this weekend, and it's not just going to be warm. We are going to pair those 70s with sunshine. So a great weekend to get outside and enjoy the beautiful May weather.